And hello and good day. It's a Friday. I'm David Bowles, and this is Bowles.tv. It's BOLES.television. And here we go, and there we are. It's been a busy, crazy day so far, and I wanted to change my avatar on Discord. You see it right up here in the upper corner, this upper corner right there. That's my old face. I have all of this interesting AI stuff, and I wanted to change it, and I forgot to do it, so I'm going to do it right now with you, live and in person, not from the Omaha Civic Auditorium. And we have a beautiful day here on the East Coast. It's sunny again, currently 68 degrees, a little too hot, honestly. I don't like it when it gets that hot because I've already put away my shorts. So I'm in trouble. So I want to view my profile. I want to change my face. Now the question is, what do I want to change my face to? Edit my profile. Oh, it's not going. I'm in streamer mode. I don't think it's going to let me change myself. Maybe I can turn the streamer mode off. Yes. Okay. Now maybe I can do it. Because it's protecting me in case there's some wild person who doesn't want to allow me to change my face. Oh, it still says streamer mode enabled. Enable streamer mode. Oh, I should have done this before the show started. But we're here Monday through Friday at high noon now. And it's been an interesting, wonderful week together. Now I can edit my user profile. So I want to try to put up a different fun image that I've created with all of my artificial art. But I don't know exactly who or what I want to be yet. But I have lots of interesting possibilities. Do I want to be a chess piece? Do I want to be a Roman king, a princess? These are the questions of the day. These are the questions that bring men sorrow. I could go for a cat. I thought I had an idea, but maybe this idea doesn't seem to be playing out very well. Let's apply it and see what happens. See if it changes up here. I don't know if it will. Strange looking. I can't see if I really like it or not. Careful, you have unsaved changes and it's not saving my change. Which sounds very romantic. So I think I've messed that up, but that's okay. It's all good, as the kids say. So, hey, happy Friday. As you can tell, we're very laid back today. Holidays coming up. Lots of holidays for lots of different people, different times, different stakes. Indigenous People Day is Monday, not Columbus Day. And we have several AI art things we're going to be experimenting with today. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've determined that. I don't know if it's going to be true or not, but that's the plan. So here's where it gets interesting because, hey, it's Friday. Football day. University of Nebraska-Lincoln. Football school, football brand, football everywhere. And tonight, the Huskers, who are not having a great year at 2-3, are playing the 3-2 Scarlet Knights of Rutgers University. Now, I have had the pleasure of knowing both universities. I attended the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, did a little bit of teaching there, and I taught for many years at Rutgers, mainly on the Newark campus, but also on the main big campus. Wherever that is, I can't remember, but it's far away from the Newark campus. So here's the old rundown of what's going on in the old football. This is what the Google says when you look up Rutgers football. Rutgers Scarlet Knights. So here we go, tonight, 7 p.m. I believe the game is on the Big Ten Network. Nebraska Cornhuskers at 2-3 at. They're in town. Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Now, if I were a better fan and I had more money, I'd be at the game. But I'm neither of those, so I'm sitting here with you today instead. Now, here's where it gets interesting with the Google. I love this. People also ask, sometimes when you scroll down, these are the best entertainment of the day. Is Rutgers a good school for football? Rutgers is ranked 11th of the Big Ten's 14 members. The Scarlet Knights are ahead of Indiana and Illinois and Northwestern. And there's a big gap between Rutgers and the 10 conference foes ahead of it. This sort of damning with compliments. Is Rutgers the birthplace of college football? Rutgers University is often referred to as, believe it or not, the birthplace of college football, as the first intercollegiate football game was held on College Field between Rutgers and Princeton on November 6, 1869 in New Brunswick, New Jersey. It's New Brunswick, not Trenton. So hey, by the way, here you go. My avatar has updated, as the kids say. And you can't see it very well. It's weird. But that's okay. We're into weird. We're calling it, as they say in France, good enough for now. Now I turned streamer mode back on, so I'm safe on Discord, and nobody can do anything weird. Although that's never stopped people before. Is Rutgers a public Ivy? Now, we've talked about this in the past, and how funny it is that non-Ivy League schools want to be known as an Ivy League school, and it even gets stretched to the ridiculous point of being the something, the Harvard of something. And I use the University of Nebraska-Lincoln as an example of that. There are many people over the years, the decades, who have said the University of Nebraska-Lincoln is the Harvard of the Plains. Now, isn't that the saddest thing? Why can't you just be the University of Nebraska? We're big, we're bold, and we don't care. No. You have to compare yourself to the unattainable. Compare yourself to the unachievable. We are the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, the Harvard of the Plains. Sad. Is Rutgers a public Ivy, which doesn't really even make sense? It's not an Ivy League school. There is a wide range, the answer, of selectivity among schools in the public Ivy League. From the most competitive schools like UCLA and UCN Berkeley, to the relatively less selective schools like the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign and Rutgers University. Rutgers really wants to call itself an Ivy League school or just an Ivy, wink, wink, school. There are people who go to Rutgers. There are people who have attended Rutgers. There are people who have graduated Rutgers who say, oh, it's Ivy. It's an Ivy school. It's not. Again, what college football has the oldest football program? Rutgers, at 150 years. All college football fans know that Rutgers hosted in-state rival Princeton on November 6 in 1869. Is Rutgers hard to get into? The acceptance rate is 60%. Not too hard. I would say, hey, it's a state school. Is Rutgers a party school? Oh! Don't tell your parents. Rutgers is the #1 party school in the state of New Jersey. Yeah. Is Rutgers an elite school? Well, Rutgers is not an Ivy League school. However, its legacy and prominence, many people imagine Rutgers to be an elite Northeastern private school like the rest of the Ivy League. Rutgers is the Harvard of New Jersey. Just be Rutgers. It's a good school. I love the students teaching there. The students are tough, smart, street smart, and just wonderful. You can't get enough of them because they're just fabulous. So that is what's going on between Rutgers and the University of Nebraska-Lincoln, both of them claiming to be the Harvard of where they're from. Which always dismays me because it's completely not necessary. You can be who you are without having to be somebody else. There's nothing wrong with it. Hey, speaking of wrong, I don't get this. El Presidente de Biden announcing he's pardoning all prior federal offenses of simple marijuana possession. There are thousands of people who were previously convicted of simple possession who may be denied employment, housing, or educational opportunities as a result. My pardon will remove this burden. Now, my question to you is, why, Joe Biden, are you doing this? I don't understand. Because what does it get him? Midterms are coming up. There must be some kind of psychedelic research that says that pardoning all the potheads is going to get him votes, get the Democrats votes in November. Now, it seems if you were playing this smart, you'd say, hey, if you want to be pardoned for marijuana, I'll do it after the midterms. And if we get a good result, I'll do it. Right? That's how you play the game. You don't do it now. Oh, they'll thank me at the polls later when they come in droves to vote for Democrats. No, that's not how it works. You've let them off the hook. And you've angered Fox News and you've angered the MAGAs. Joe Biden, soft on crime. No wonder his son, Hunter Biden, is so corrupt, they say, because of a father like that who pardons the potheads. If you're going to do it, why do it now? There must be some kind of research that says, oh, it's going to be a big difference maker. But common sense, to me, doesn't make sense. Warning about the threat that Vladimir Putin is ratcheting up in Ukraine and Russia, dropping a nuclear something somewhere. That's good. That's important. We need to hear that. But this, potheads unite. I don't get it. And then he goes on, and I'm calling on governors to pardon simple state marijuana. We classify marijuana as that. Why does he want to have this conversation? I'm not exactly sure on it. People who are convicted pot people can, wait a few weeks after the midterms to get pardoned. Sometimes when you do something, you don't have to talk so much. You can just do it and let it go. But this, replying to yourself and replying to yourself and replying to yourself, is not a great look. And this is where it gets interesting. The comments from the people in the stream. Please make it automatic. And not something they need to petition or request. I'm a former federal employee. I want to be reinstated, but since I use CBD oil for my cancer, I could not pass the drug test. This change is good for many reasons. And someone replies to her and says, CBD doesn't even have THC in it, which is what the drug tests look for. So what kind of tests were you taking? A flower, I'm a plant. Okay, this is standard pothead propaganda. THC saved me. Oh, it's so great. Pot's so good. God bless Joe Biden in America. I just think it opens up a whole bunch of problems that you don't really need to open right before an election. But I guess gas prices are going to go up. So it's this big, consortium of evil. With Saudi Arabia wanting Trump back in power so he can continue to do their bidding in some strange way. That's what I imagine anyway. So early this morning, I posted a tweet. This is my updated page. This is my new banner, which is artificial intelligence. This is my new profile pic, non-NFT, because I canceled Twitter Blue this morning because they won't respond to me. They won't fix my NFT profile pic problem. Don't even acknowledge it. You send them a message and they ignore you. So, okay, that's fine. Ignore me. At your own peril. And I had fun with this. Here's my part of my Dramatic Doll E-Series, live stage plays performed as artificial intelligence. Isn't that great? Now, these look real. These are very lovely. So you could take iconic scenes from plays, have them crafted as AI art, animate them, put them together, make them a photo book, a graphic novel, if you will, and it would be very delightful and super duper interesting. Now, here's another thing that's going on this morning. Yesterday, walking around, returning my iPhone 11 Pro Maxes to Verizon via UPS. The UPS store was packed, but the workers were very efficient and very super friendly. I was very impressed with them. So on my way back, I decided just to take some real fast shots of what's going on in the area. So I shot this on an iPhone 14 Pro Max using the Halliday software. And then I edited it in the Darkroom software. So these are the two buildings. Tower 1, Tower 2, Journal Squared. Tower 3 is right here, almost. It's being built as we speak. It's a good photograph. I like it. The sky was, as you can see, cerulean, beautiful. I did not alter the sky, by the way. Here is another image near the PATH station, the back of an interesting apartment building. I love this conflict of this black metal fence and the escape route of the exterior fire escape. This is more modified. I played around a little bit with color and context. This is a new building going up right across the street from us, so we're surrounded by tall buildings. The city of big shoulders, Chicago. The city of giant skyscrapers. No longer New York City. Now, Jersey City in the heart of New Jersey. And one more. This one I couldn't quite get right because it was bright sunlight. I wanted to try using Halliday. This is the path train. These are the train tracks that you can see beyond the fence. I wanted to make the fence fuzzy and see the train tracks and the train coming in. I couldn't figure it out. It was bright sunlight, hard to see on a screen. So I said, I'll just take the picture and see if I can fix it in post. I couldn't figure out how to fix it in post. Make this sharp and make this fuzzy. But, that said, I accept this. This has a little bit of color grading on it. A little bit of preset something something. And I really like this white effect. I don't recall this white effect being on here. I don't know if that is from the color thing that I put over it. I don't remember if this is painted white. I don't know if it's just white from the bright sunlight. But I did find it effective and interesting. Now, the other thing I've been going around on is this darkroom people. They have a very strange thing going on where you can, test their software for 7 days free trial. And then you go on Twitter and you find them and you follow them. And they have all these tweets about their beta testing. But you have to use test flight on an iPhone. And people have been saying, how do I get on the beta test? Oh, the beta test is closed. Oh, yeah. Hey, here's some really neat things coming up in the beta. And people ask them, hey, what's in the beta? We'd like to know because you're posting this publicly on Twitter. Oh, we can't tell you that. So I sent them a little message this morning. I said, why have an open beta test on Twitter when your beta test is actually closed and only available on iOS and only available in Test Flight, which is the beta testing app on iOS? Oh, that's the only way we can communicate with people. We don't have their email addresses. Well, I said, can you send them a DM? Can you create a Twitter circle and just invite the beta testers to join? Because the rest of us are left out. We want information about your app. We are testing you in a free trial. We would like to know what's going on, what's coming up. You keep, for several weeks, you've been saying, wait till you see this. What is it? Tell us. Oh, we can't tell you. You're not a beta tester. I find the whole thing very odd and concerning. And they said, well, till we get past this, we have to do that, but maybe we'll try it later. So I said, well, thank you for considering the idea, which means they're not going to do it, but that's okay. At least they responded. So here we go. Coming up next, we're going to experiment with AI art. Yeah, it's going to be a good one. And it's all here for you on Bowls.tv. Returning in a moment. And we're back here on Bowles TV, BULES.television. Wonderful to be here, certainly a thrill, as the saying goes. So we've been talking a little bit about football, talking about big old Joe Biden. Now we're going to have some fun with AI. Now, we have discussed many times here in the past about DALL-E, which is currently my one and only favorite artificial intelligence art maker. This is Ansel Adams style. Not as crisp as you would expect from a photograph style, but still inquisitive and suggestive in all the right ways. And I tried several different iterations to try to see if I could get it to sharpen up a little bit, but I couldn't get it sharper. Snow, trees, waterfalls, that's sort of the Ansel Adams milieu. But as you can see, they all just sort of turn out to be sort of the same, which is fine. And yesterday, when I quit Twitter Blue, I decided, hey, why don't I have some fun with it and have DALL-E create the image that I'll use for crossing out and quitting Twitter Blue. And this is what DALL-E did for me. A bird on a blue background, a blue bird on a blue background with a red X. That was what I instructed it to do. I should not have said bluebird. I should have said, a bird, because it made a bluebird, and the tweeter is not a bluebird. The X is in the wrong position, crossing out the background, not the bird. This is the one I used. Close. Blue background, blue bird, red X. It's exactly what I asked for. This one's looks a little weird. And then I tried, this was my first try, and I realized DALL-E was trying to make the blue bird the same color as the background. And the red X did not translate well. So it took me a few tries to try to clarify myself, which is a wonderful exercise, I believe, in communication. Because you are communicating with a tool that is not real, but a tool that has a very specific set of talents that you need to know how to exploit and employ and move around and fix. So you say something one way and it turns out the opposite way, so you try to say it a different way to get a different result. That is the beauty of artificial intelligence art. Because you can play around with it to try to see what's going to happen where. Now, this is part of my great success of restaging these historic plays by calling out certain images. These were just wondrous for me yesterday. They really came out well. And this one with the double arms, freaky. You look at it and you think, what is going on here? And none of it makes any sense. And you know what? That's okay. Here's some other attempts. King holding the world. Sometimes the faces are right, sometimes the faces are not. You just can't predict. This is all the same prompt. This has a fantastic face. This, not so much. This, not so much. I don't know why. I can't quite figure it out. Now that one would actually be sort of a good avatar. Maybe I can make that my avatar. Let me see if it'll let me. I may have lost my opportunity. I'll try. View profile. Invisible. Edit profile. Oh, I think I can edit. Now, how do I find that image? That's the question. Oh, I thought I had it. Oh. Ah. We'll see if I can make this work. Oh. Oh, that's pretty good. You'll like this. Save changes. Ah, so if you go to our Discord server and at me, you will in fact see my new avatar. And it's already up here. That's my avatar in Discord now. That is this image. Oh, I like that. Very interesting style. Hey, it's art. It's AI art. It's not real. It's Memorex. Now, this is a very interesting one. A king holding a skull, right? We can imagine what play that might be from. Not a real face. It's an AI face. I find now would I rather have the blurred face, the messed up face that is the hallmark of AI, or would I prefer to have this really recognizable face that's not a real person? This is a little freaky. I admit it. It's like very, very specific. Looks like a guy I used to work with at Rutgers named Dan. Excellent actor. Maybe it's him. It's not him. Again, a realistic face, freakishly weird, and the hands are all messed up. The face is right, the hands are wrong. I guess you can't have it both ways. Well, maybe you can. This is a very well done face. This, not bad for fingers. Hands are hard to do. Hands and faces. Here we go. Hands are messed up. The face is very effective. And I like how they flipped around on me. All kinds of different people, different cultures, different sorts of kings holding skulls. And this I always try to avoid, the cartoony version of a king holding a skull. It always seems to want to default to cartoon. If you just type in king holding a skull, you'll get back a cartoon. This was not a cartoon. That's a realistic looking face. The fingers are messed up though. Again, a cartoon. Weird, right? You have to know what you're calling up. So this is like a 3D version of a king holding a skull. These are very dramatic. This is really quite interesting. Quite interesting. This looks like a king holding a shoe. Whatever. It's still delightful. This again is a king under the moon. More 3D stuff. This is yesterday was a good day trying to figure this out. And here we go. We're back to the cartoon drawings again, which I just don't find very effective. But it must be easier for the computer to draw them this way. That was kind of interesting. I don't know what's going on, but it's interesting nonetheless. And this one's very sad. That'd make a good avatar, sort of. I should remember that one. And even more, here we go. Variations on an original. Very effective. Very nice. More variations. Oh, here's the original. This was the original, right? A hairy king howling at the moon, right? So I said, hey, interesting. Let's have variations. Becomes more werewolf as we move on. Howling at the moon. Oh, it's funny. And earlier we tried to get some dragon heads and lion heads together or on one body. It could not draw that. or present it, all it did was give me two heads in proximity to each other. It was weird. I tried all different kinds of things to try to get these heads on a body. This is a lion head. This is a dragon head. I couldn't figure out a prompt that made it work. So now they're opposing each other. Now they're not. This is interesting, but not what I was looking for. This one is very interesting. Lion head, dragon head. Really kind of hard to see. That looks more like a cat. Hey, it's artist Dora. Did you see my message on Twitter? I'm now on Twitch, obviously. I did not see anything on Twitter, but now you have intrigued me, so I'm going to go see what I can find. What is going on Twitter? Hey, there we are. I don't see anything on Twitter. Any alerts? Oh, you said good morning. I said good morning to you. Did? At? Well, if you said good morning, I missed it, or I would have said good morning back. I saw the thing you said, I think, last night about the Twitter Blue thing, which I believe I replied to. So now, this is where it gets interesting. Yes, you did. So this is where it gets interesting. So this is DALL-E, which is now sort of the one that everyone has been using privately in beta testing. Reply regarding Twitter Blue. Yeah. Okay, good. We saw that. That was a big disappointment. Tweets and replies. This is my conversation with Darkroom. Waste of time. I think this is the one in question. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I did reply. So DALL-E's like the king of the hill. There are lots of AI programs out there that will help you design images. And we're going to look at them. One of them yesterday was Botto, that's on national tour, giving art shows, curated by a group of people who, I guess, vote on what Botto creates, and then they tour it around the country, I guess. I asked for more information from the PR people. I don't think they're from America. And I asked if Botto is available, like for beta testing. Can regular people use it? And they're not answering me. So I know from my experience with PR people, they don't know. PR people tend not to really know anything. All they do is sort of write up copy, promotional copy, get it approved and send it out. They don't know any technical details. They don't want to know any technical details. They want to connect you with the original people so they can say they made a connection and that's it. They run away. So I'm still waiting for them. So I just did a little quick search on these AI offerings and we'll compare them to DALL-E. So I'm going to go very simple to begin with. Dracula holding a candle. Now, DALL-E can handle a lot more specificity than that. But I don't know about these other AI places we're going to test because I found them, but I didn't work with them yet. I hate that it's a cartoon. I might have to change it because I don't want a cartoon. I do always save these because they're supposed to be saved online, but you never know if they're going to be saved online. So I'm going to have to change the prompt. So change the prompt, holding a candle, photorealistic. Now I know that works for DALL-E. I don't know if that works for the others we're going to try, but we'll see what happens. And some of these other AI places are already for pay. You have to buy a subscription. Now, this is still a cartoon. This is not photorealistic. So how do I get photorealistic? I'll try 3D and see if that works. Dracula holding a candle. A little bit better. Okay, so this is 3D Dracula. Okay. 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 Not great, but it's doable. So I will copy this. Now, here's our first competitor. Art Breeder. He doesn't play football. It's not a real person. It's an AI place. So setting this up, because I couldn't quite figure out how this one worked, I did a little test and typed in a princess made of chalk. And this is what was returned to me. Not bad for an AI thing. Now I have to figure out how do I get this to work so I can do another one? Artist Dora says, let the competition begin. Exactly. That's what we're trying to do, is to have a competition. But this was a very hard one to try to get to work. So I did. So you go here, you click. How do you get new artwork? Here's the pricing. Starter Breeder, fast image creation, Google Drive sync, privacy controls, custom genes. $9 a month. And speaking of subscriptions, this morning my morning got ruined because I'm on this great Washington Post subscription for, I believe it's $1 a month for a year. Okay? That's like $1 million. $12. And they said, hey, when your subscription runs out, we're raising the price. The new price, instead of $12 a year, is going to be $120 a year. Hey, $10 a month for the Washington Post, which is probably a good deal, but I'm not paying that. I think Amazon might be in trouble. Twitch, they're losing money. They're losing subscribers. They are losing performers, talent. And now they're raising the price of the Washington Post. And they also recently raised the price of Amazon Music. It used to be $6, which was fabulously good. And now they raised it to like $9 a month. So, thanks, but no thanks. Now I'm trying to figure out how to create. Now, I don't want this person, and I couldn't get this to work. I don't want any of these people. I want to create a new something that is mine. I don't want these people. Who are these people? I don't want that. Browse. I don't really want to browse. I just want to create a piece of art. How do I get the prompt back? Well, at least I got my princess. I don't know where she went, though. So we'll go to the next one. Night Cafe. Now, this you log in. You have a goal to create 10 things. I have done 20% of something. I guess creations. Okay, that's what it is, I guess. I have a long way to go. Here are our recommendations for you. Create top creations. Now, here's where it gets interesting. A month ago, I guess I created this with the prompt, Putin eating a pumpkin. I have no memory of this. I guess I'm getting old. So this is Putin eating a pumpkin. And then 2 months ago, I must have created this. I have a feeling that this used to be Create.io or something Creative.io or Artificial.io something, and they changed their name to Night Cafe because I haven't ever gone on to any place called Night Cafe before. And I do think this is mine because it says Trump Goat Devil. And I would, that is a combination I would like to see. And here is the artwork. There's a goat. I don't know where the Trump is. I don't know where the devil is. I guess this is New York City. Yeah. No. But we'll try. So we click on Create. I got to this page. And there are 4 ways to create. Stable, coherent, which is interesting for art, right? Artistic, and style transfer. Now, this is where it gets interesting because it tells you how to deal with their computer. The artistic algorithm is the original text-to-image AI art algorithm. Its technical name is VQ Gun plus Clip. The artistic algorithm is great at producing beautiful textures and scenery based on descriptive words modifiers. However, the images often don't seem to obey the law of physics. For example, it is common to see a building floating in the sky or a repeating pattern throughout the image. The coherent algorithm is newer and specializes in creating certain images that actually obey the laws of physics, usually. The coherent algorithm can be a little more hit and miss than the artistic algorithm. However, most of the top artists in Night Cafe prefer the coherent algorithm. The technical name for the coherent algorithm is clip-guided diffusion. The stable algorithm is the latest addition to Night Cafe and is even more coherent than the coherent algorithm. Stable is short for Stable Diffusion, an open source algorithm model inspired by DALL-E, Imagen, and other advanced systems. Here's a tip. You can get some great results by evolving an artistic creation using the coherent algorithm or vice versa. Very interesting. So we're going to try this next. But first, we take a little break. Oh, it's the same thing. Experiment with AI art. Yay, don't have to change a thing. Back in a moment. Hey, we're back here on Bowls.tv, BOLES.television, BOLES.tv, weekdays at noon Eastern. Now, hey, I'm going back. Put up the right page. I'm going back to this because what I think they're trying to make me do here, if I'm reading this right, I think they're trying to make me make a profile pic. Pick an image. There's nothing there. So weird. I don't know what it wants me to do. Image downloads. Click to open the high-res image in a new window. I have no images here. Anyway, okay, now I'm giving up. So here we go. Stable diffusion. We'll try each one of these. So Dracula holding a 3D candle. Choose a style. Night Cafe, Artistic Portrait, Bon Voyage, Photo, Modern Comic, Anime, Dark Fantasy, Epic, CGI Character, Neo-Impressionist, that's interesting, Pop Art, Black and White Portrait. I'll just stay with Night Cafe. This is going to cost me 1 credit, and I have 11 credits. Your creation will be ready in a few minutes. Click notify me, and then, oh, that's not bad. So I can like this, add them out of my collection, buy a print, sneaky, enhance, don't know what that means, download it, share, duplicate, evolve. I always download, so we'll download. Evolve, enhance. Enhance is, oh, look at this. Upscale the size. I like this. DALL-E is stuck at 1024 by 1024. I have a feeling DALL-E is going to go for pay pretty soon. Right now, you start with 45 credits. Every month you get 15 credits, all that for free. But if you want to keep going, then I think they charge you $15 for 115 credits or something like that. I don't want it that big. I'm not that interested, so I'm not going to upscale, but because I have more things to create. Does this Dracula have a mustache? Could be. So that I find acceptably interesting. Am I logged in here? Why am I calling myself anonymous user? So that's good. I like that. I am sort of interested what this would look like as a black and white. So we'll try that too. Create. I'm going to use all my credits today. Oh, that's not so good. That's a little disappointing. Dracula holding a candle 3D. Yeah. That didn't work. Okay. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't. Text to image. We'll try this one too. Same thing. Night Cafe. Different style. Create. I have 50% way to getting 10 creations. And then I think, do I get a star or something? I think I get a star or something. It's running. There it is. Oh, it's a disaster. That is a total 100% fail. I've never had that bad a fail on anything. And I didn't change anything except that I wanted it to be coherent instead of stable. Ultra artistic next. This is how you win at the game of life. You keep trying. You don't give up. You keep pushing forward to see what will happen. Oh, now we're queued. Oh my goodness, these are getting uglier and uglier. I don't even know what this is. That's awful. Well, this is becoming painful. So we have another one. Dream. This is another AI computer thing. Type anything. Boom. Same thing. What style do we want it in? Not a cartoon. Realistic, polygon, meme, throwback, Pandora, Provenance, dark fantasy. Create. We'll see if this gives us something that's workable or not. Okay. Okay. Oh. Sort of interesting. Now this is sort of interesting. How do I download it? I don't think I can download it. You can mint it as an NFT. You can print the artwork. You can publish it. You can add tags. Sort of interesting. Try another style. We will do that. Vibrant. Weird, but we like weird. Okay. Generate again. Oh, you should have picked a different style. Oh, I guess it's going to use the same style, but give me something different. Oh, looks a little bit better. Very red for Dracula. I guess it's the blood. A little confusing, but that's okay. Interesting again. I wish I could make these a little bit bigger. I don't know why they're hard to see, but they are a little hard to see. But this is just the way it goes. One more style. Let's see. What's an interesting style? Line art? No. Malevolent? Oh. Malevolent could be interesting. Okay. Not my favorite, but it's the assignment, as they say. Now we're going to go back to this one. And give it the same chance we just gave the other one. Dracula holding a candle. I'll take out the 3D and go with artistic portrait and see what that gets us. Interesting. That's interesting. Now we'll try as a modern comic. Same thing. Take out the 3D. It's weird how these AI things cut out the face. They do it a lot, and I don't know how to get a face. Neo Impressionist. Create. Weird, but okay. Probably the best one so far, which might not be saying a lot. And it's me, not the computer. I'm the one who's asking you to do all these things. Pop art, black and white, CGI character, epic. I'm going to try epic. It's cool, but again, the head's cut off. So what good is it, really? One more, maybe. Dark fantasy. This should be the best one ever because it's a dark fantasy. But you never know. Oh, this does look pretty good. At least you can see the person. So he's holding a candle and he has a candle on his head. 10 credits night work. You're now an AI artist. If you haven't already, make sure you do these things next. Join our Discord community. Follow your favorite artists. You're running low on credits. Buy Pro to keep on getting credits. Uh-huh. Now, wait a minute. Did we see this one? Because that's kind of cool. That's really kind of cool. I guess I created it because it's my prompt. It's in my account, but I don't remember seeing it. Oh, I don't remember seeing this one either. Maybe I left too soon. I don't understand it. Huh. Well, that's interesting. Now I want to create something else. Let's see. I'm holding a candle and a sword. I have 2 credits left, so that's why we're doing this. We're just going to use them up and never come back. Where's the sword? Holding a candle and a sword. There's no sword. I don't see a sword. Is that the sword? I don't think so. Okay. Now, just to be fair, we have to go back to Dolly and give Dolly the chance to do the same thing. Holding a candle and a sword. I guess they think the sword is the candle. Okay. Sword is the candle. Very weird. The sword is a candle. Okay, that's at least sort of clear what they're trying to do. This one, I don't understand. Okay. So enough with that. Now we go back here. Oh, we did that one already. Oh, it's here. Okay. I have one more credit to use. So you're holding a candle and a skull. Create. Oh, now that's interesting. Dracula becomes the skull. Oh, interesting take. Interesting take. Now we have to go back to Dahlia, give Dahlia a chance to do the same thing. And this is going to be a cartoon because I didn't put like photorealistic. Ah, I didn't like the cartoons. We'll try this one as a 1920s photograph, just to give Dolly a chance so it doesn't look cartoonish. But a lot of this AI stuff does look cartoony. I'm not thrilled with it. Oh, now this could be an oh. This is pretty good. That's pretty good. That's really, I would say, well done. This one's a little scary. I will save though. Ooh. Oh, weird as well. I like it. Oh, I'll take this one too. That was really good. Wow. Now you see what I call the creativity of Dali. You don't get this kind of specificity of purpose and intent on the others that we've tried. Very interesting work. I accept. This never worked. Art Breeder, out. Out and Z. Night Cafe, interesting. Dream, not terrible. So now we look at some other art going on in the world. This popped up in my email box today. This is all kinds of art that's being celebrated to help protect women. And I don't know why this isn't easier to read. How do I get this over? Oh, it's hard to see. Okay, so we can see some of these images now. Celebrating women throughout history. AI. Harriet Tubman wanted $40,000. Bring her in and get some money. Women in history, women across America. Casual poses. This one I think is the most interesting one that I've seen so far. The outfit is so interesting. Her posture is really fascinating to me. Because it's very bizarre and she looks very bored and her facial expression is just hilariously strange. Marilyn. This one is, I believe this is Miley Cyrus. Spitting on her audience. Spitting water on her audience. Very bizarre. So these are some of the faces of these women. This is Lady Gaga, I guess. I didn't realize it at the time. And also, in art, the New York Historical Society Museum and Library also has some interesting artwork. Now that they're open after the rise and decline of COVID. Scenes from New York City, the art of Winnold Rice, celebrating a return to humanity. Although, as we discussed yesterday, this new variation of COVID is on its way to ruin any sense of calm we have come to know and love, because there's no vaccine against it, and it's very vicious, and it's all over Asia. And so, of course, it's on its way here. So now we're going to take a very brief blood pressure break, returning in a moment, and we'll be discussing a couple of interesting things. Whoops, why can I not figure? Oh, here it is. I'll be discussing politics and the internet. Oh, it sounds fascinating. And it will be. Returning in a moment. And we're back from break here on Bowls.tv, POLES.tv, television. Hey, we've had a lot of fun today. A lot of artwork, a lot of interesting things with computers. None of it makes any sense. You can't predict it. Hey, just like real life. So you can't take a break with the holiday coming up on Monday without somehow trying to make sense of this ridiculous candidacy of Herschel Walker in Georgia. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. And yet the GOP rally around him like he's some kind of god man who walks the earth. Can't get his story straight. It appears that his family and his children loathe him. He pays for abortions, but he's against abortions. I've never met the woman. She gave birth to one of my children. I don't know her. I saw her yesterday. I mean, it's Donald Trump on steroids. And yet, he's still in the race. He's still out in the world. Jamel Hill, in today's Atlantic, wrote an article about him. And you're outrageously reading it. How is this even a thing in America? Where we allow a man like this, with character like that, to be a part of our lives. Senator Raphael Warnock of Georgia couldn't be more different from his Republican opponent. Former football player Herschel Walker. Warnock didn't generate a single juicy or humiliating headline. Articles about Democratic incumbent dutifully describe his issue positions and his campaign strategy. Meanwhile, the Daily Beast reported recently that the staunchly anti-abortion challenger, Herschel Walker, had paid for an abortion that the mother of one of his children underwent. That story promptly caused Walker's son Christian to post a bitter rebuke of his father on Twitter, and was disgusting. And the son claims to be a Republican and GOP. As if that makes any difference. The GOP is running some familiar plays in nominating Walker, a University of Georgia legend who won the Heisman Trophy in 1982, and played professionally in the United States Football League and National Football League for 15 years. He's a football player, okay? He's a favorite of former President Donald Trump, who endorsed him in the Republican primary. Just like Tommy Tuberville, the former Auburn coach who represents neighboring Alabama in the Senate. Walker is counting on his football fame to win over voters. He has aligned himself with conservatives' entire agenda, including their refusal to acknowledge that Joe Biden won the 2020 presidential election. And I tell you, if I were Joe Biden, and these senators who want, that recovery money, I would say, that's fine. I will release these funds to you on the condition that you have a press conference and that you thank me, Joe Biden, President of the United States, for helping you. That's how you play. Make them admit it on tape that Joe Biden is president. Or you don't get your $300 million. The Washington Post reported that GOP operatives in Georgia, a traditionally conservative state that has grown more diverse in recent years, united behind Walker in part to offset Warnock's status as Georgia's first black senator. They also saw Walker as a buffer against claims that the party is racist, making Walker the party's official black friend. A lot of conservatives said, hey, he's black, and he agrees with us. And I think that's why people just gave him the benefit of the doubt. I mean, does character matter? I guess not. Not when it comes to politics. Republicans also have not wavered in their support of other candidates, such as Representative Lauren Boebert and Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene, who are as unfit as Walker is for federal office. By nominating him, the GOP is jeopardizing a winnable Senate seat A better candidate would probably be ahead in the race. The president's party usually loses seats in the midterm elections. And turbulent economic conditions only add to Democrat vulnerability. In recent months, polls show Warnock and Walker in a dead heat. Unbelievably. Yet the latest numbers suggest that Warnock has opened up a double-digit lead. Last I heard it was 13 percentage points. We hope for good things, and we dismay at bad things. Now here's an interesting report. The 20 and 22 Internet Usage Report. Here are the key trends. A lot of us spend our entire day on the internet. People spend about 8 hours online every day. Me? Double. I work from home. I work, play, work, play, work. It's all the same thing. 16 hours a day. The average amount of time people spent actively using the internet, phone, tablet, computer was 8 hours a day. I think that's low. I really do. I think people cannot survive without the internet today. In school, on a bus, in a train, they're on their phones. They're not talking to other people, and they're really not sleeping. Internet usage is still increasing. Compared to last year, 44% of respondents said the internet usage has increased. People tend to stream music, internet, in the background. The average American spends 5 hours a day streaming music, podcasts, or other audio content. Those who regularly stream music or audio only give it their full attention 38% of the time, compared to streaming movies and television, which gives people their full attention 58% of the time. 75% of Americans research purchases online. Most people prefer to go shopping in person. I don't think that's true, at least not on the East Coast. Clothing, 48% in person. Home goods, 50% in person. Groceries, 67% in person. People like physical books, menus, and grocery lists. People want to see friends and doctors in person, but maybe not your boss. I'm just the opposite. I would like to see my friends and doctors online and a boss in person. Why? Because I want to read that boss. I want to see exactly the body language. Friends, doctors, call me on Zoom. Is your internet fast enough to support your lifestyle? Take an internet speed test to see how your connection measures up. Well, I have to click on that. How could I not? Start the speed test. We'll see. Holding our fingers and our thumbs, we have 1 gigabyte download and something awful. I think it's 40 megs up. It's absolutely embarrassing. Your speed is faster than 98% of our speed test results. That's not much that can slow your connection down. With speeds like this, several people can stream at the same time. You also have the bandwidth for intense online gaming, if that's your thing. Well, thank you so much. Now, how do I get rid of this up here? Ooh, did that do it? No. Oh, now what have I done? Now I can't go back. Oh, here we go. We do even more online, even if we prefer not to. How have Americans' habits changed since the pandemic? Shopping online is 47%. I agree with that. Buying groceries online, 31%. Yes. Telehealth, that is new and good, and I love it. 30%. Streaming movies, TV, 48%. Music and audio, 32%. Researching before purchase, 34%. See what internet speed you need? We already know that our need for speed has been complete. And now, because it's Friday, it's that time of day. Oh, yes. Here we go. Please no. Yes. No. No. Yes. It's time for some really bad Bobby Fischer chess. And I'm not Bobby Fischer. I do try to play chess. I'm not saying I'm any good. But I am willing to make a fool of myself on the live stream. Because that's what we do in America. We put ourselves on the line. We put in the anal beads. We start shaking. We get our message. And we make our move. Oh, here we go. This screen, not that screen. Yeah, here we go. Oh, there's Dora smiling. That's nice. Now it's getting nasty. We're coming to the end of our chapter on revealed checks and double checks. I do better, and then I do worse, and then I do better. So I'm hoping we're in an upswing today. I don't know. It's a 3-move puzzle, and I am playing white to play. Here is the object of my desire. Here are the implements of its doom. This looks relatively sophisticated. It's 3 moves. It's very tempting to go here, which then reveals the queen in check, and the queen is backed up by this rook. Hey, Artist Dora says, I was in my backyard pruning and I was able to listen. But now see your images. Oh, maybe you missed all the AI fun. That was a great time. Oh, I made the wrong move. So I have to go the other way, this way. Then the king moves. Okay. Now, what? Oh, I go here, then the queen will take. Here, the knight will take. Well, I'm running out of time. I think I just got to do this. No. I stood up again. It's Friday. I'm all worn out from doing my artwork. Oh, boy. Artist Dora says, I guess I have to learn to play chess so I can follow what you're doing. Yes, that would be fun. Then we could play against each other. That would be fun. And I'm terrible. So even though you don't know the game, you'd still beat me. As I prove every day. I'm just not seeing this puzzle at all. I'm having a very hard time. If I go here, I can't go there. If I go here, oh, I'm running out of time. I don't know what to do. Here. Yes. Oh, I got one right. I'm not tempting fate to do another one, but I will do the daily puzzle. Because this one, there's no pressure. Oh my. There's Dora. I hope you go out after the show to enjoy this gorgeous day. Have you heard that I spend 18 hours a day on the internet? I guess I could take my phone with me and take some photographs. Oh, now you've given me an idea. We have the windows open, and it does look really beautiful. And the windows are open, but we're always fearful of the dreaded lanternfly coming in to visit. Because we have a lot of plants by the window, and if they get in, it's going to be over. But I do like your idea of going out. Attacking forecast. Now, this is an end of the week puzzle. It's going to be very hard. I am white to play. Yes, white to play. Attacking forecast. I don't know what that means as a hint. There is the object of my desire. Here are the implements of fear. Now, these puzzles tend to like losing a queen, and they tend to like putting the king in check often. Okay, Dora, see ya. So I will try this. That is not the right move. Oh, it's already going very poorly for me. Try this. No. Oh, it's already bad. We're having a very, very poor day. And we've only just started. We've only just begun to live. White lace and promises. A kiss for luck, and we're on our way. Okay, that was better. Little Carpenter's, little Paul Williams song. And life immediately gets better. Now I'll try this. Oh. And now I'll try this. And I win the game. Well, that was better than I thought it would be. 2 days in a row. What was this? Oh, we did yesterday's puzzle. What was the puzzle before that? Okay, we'll try this one. King Safety Blues. Black to move. Okay, I'll try this one too. Because it's Friday. We're having fun. It's an AI day. Every day is a day for AI. King Safety Blues. That suggests to me that my king or their king is in big trouble. There's the object of my desire. Ooh, these are the implements of my doom. But this knight is currently pinned. Yeah, by that. So this is not looking great for me. But I like this move because it lets me get rid of that awful knight. But now what? Now what have I done? I would say move that. Uh-oh. I can't move my knight because then my king is in check. Okay. Focus. Yes. I sort of want to move this up, but then it would be en passant. But maybe that wouldn't be terrible. Maybe it would be, though. Oh, this is not going well. I cannot move this. I can move that. And that takes, oh, that's terrible. Oh, my king is in check by that knight. That's what's going on. Ah. Hint. Oh, no. Oh, no. I lost my queen. Ah, but I forked the queen. Okay. So I did, in some way, win the game. Oh my goodness. Artist Dora is back. She said goodbye, and she couldn't stay away. It's a good day. So because Dora's back, we're going to have one more bit of fun in her honor. We're going to see what happens. Yes. Artist Dora painting New York City. Top of the head. We'll see what happens. We'll see what pops up in her honor on a Friday. And if it's a cartoon, I'm going to be very upset. Oh, now this is what we get. Artist Dora painting New York City. We save every image. Very interesting. None of these people are real. Oh, Artist Dora. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Artist Dora's laughing. So what's another one? Dora painting New York City as an artist. Now, words like Dora, DALL-E usually takes Dora and makes it into text and puts it backward. It's very strange. I don't know how you tell DALL-E not to put text in the image. Oh, here we go. Oh, now that's cute. That could be a young Dora. Oh, that's cute too. That could be Dora too. I think that is Dora. Oh, this one looks divine. I don't know what this is. I think that's supposed to be a paintbrush. I don't know what this is either. I love it. That's fun. That's a lot of fun. So there you have it. What a great day. What a great week. Fascinating. So we had a lot of fun today, a lot of artwork. The future is AI. Now, what I can't wait for is the AI movies. Now they're going to start with animated GIFs, and then it's going to be little segments of movies. A man walks into a store, holds up a clerk, steals $100, runs into the arms of the police. You're going to type all that in there, and it's going to make a film clip. That's where we're going with this. Very exciting stuff. So I thank you for being here. If you have any comments, questions, you can email me, david@bowles.tv. On Twitter, it's @DavidBowles. Super follow to follow. No Twitter blue. On Facebook, it's BOLES, Instagram, Bowles Books. And if you want the links to all the fun we had today, I'll put it in our Discord server. I put it in the wrong section yesterday. I put it in the live stream section instead of the links section. I will not make that mistake today. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Get out in the sun, jump around. Don't go to Dora's house and play in the pool because the pool is no longer operational, as far as I understand. It's been put away for the winter, even though it's 80 degrees outside. And have a good nap, a nice day, a good rest, wonderful meditation. And when you shall awaken, may your soul be filled with all kinds of intelligence, not just the artificial kind. I'll see you soon.